Somali kwa Probox. Atabeba paka, yani he can do a lot of other things.
Atabeba hadi nyumba.
Yani kila kitu, because it's a way of transportation. It has that you do it with a business. He will carry his business, and it's always he'll make it clean. Now he's a car owner. When you are given a position, you have to be loyal to your leader, and he was loyal to Ruto for how many years? 2014, there were clips that he was saying, "The day I'll be happy when I see Ruto coming." Those are now for his word, and he never betrayed. He just stayed.
You normally talk of loyalty.
This is Dhof Podcast, crafting stories, building brands.
Most of you guys are mostly the Somali people are doing business in Kenya.
Yes.
But you guys, you don't take loans. Hata pia nyinyi mkilend loan kwa mtu haurejeshi, hakuna hiyo interest ya sisi tuseme nikikupatia loan kama mimi Mkikuyu mkupatia loan ya 1 million lazima unirudishe na interest ya 500k. Mbona hamtakangi interest?
I think first is forbidden by God.
Oh,
that is a law.
Imekatazwa
kwa Quran. Msikaribie riba, lakini Mungu amesema mnaweza fanya businesses and clean businesses. Okay. But mambo na riba, if I lend you money and you bring me back money in whatever we're talking, you haven't solved any problem. That money you had, if I loan you 100,000, you have to bring me 100,000. There is people have given money, they have brought me back my money, like a loan of 100, 200. When I tell them give me, they wonder. And then the day I also ask them, they have to give me without, because it's a part of our way of our culture.
So Msomali haizi anzisha biashara ya kupeana loans.
It's hard.
Okay, haizi anzisha biashara
kabisa. It's forbidden, it's haram, and if you start, the consequences with God is huge. Even personally, I'm thankful to God. I'm running almost 7 to 8 schools for family business. It requires sometimes salaries are delayed or some things are not working. But what do? I seek to my friends. Hey, I need a million, or I need 2 million, or I need 1.5, like 5 of us. Nipe 300, or for 500 times 5 people. That's how much we raise. 500, when I need a 2 million or a 1.5. I break to 5 people, like 300 each. 5 times 300, those are 5 friends of me. Bana nipatie 300. Within 3 weeks, I'm going to return your money, or for a period fulani. Without interest. Maybe if they give me already, like we are a circle of friends, that's how we help each other. Then I get that 1.5. Instead of going to the bank, we raise from my friends, close friends. Each one gives me the 300,000, knowing that Muhammad is a genuine businessman, is honest, is trustworthy, and my credit score is high with them. And once I get that 1.5, I solve my problem immediately. Maybe it was maybe delayed salary or something in the business. You know, any business has a challenges. Immediately you sort out your problem. After 3 weeks, you give back the money to everyone. Okay. Tomorrow, if they have the same crunch, Mohammed, you ask, let's say 300 or 400, unapeana without any interest. Then the person will say 2 months, 3 months, he'll return back the money. So through that way, yes, collectively, we're helping one another.
So in short, in simple terms, Muslims, they do give loans, not for profit, but for empowerment.
For empowerment, yes, okay. You give back the same exactly. Even if dollar is umeshuka chini or what, you can't add. There is a reason ilikatazwa. For us, tunakubaliwa, we exchange a product. Then you can add a markup like this.
Yes.
This is a product.
Yes.
You can add a markup. Now that's something good. But money to money, you have added anything. And God brought us this world to solve real problems. To solve, tunasaidiana. Ule mfanyakazi wa chini anakusaidia wewe. Kesho akiwa tajiri yepe kuna mwingine. So riziki ya Mungu inaenda through that way. You have to come up projects that solve problems. But pesa ya kupeana alafu unasubiri nyumbani kwako kama Shylock. And tomorrow hautafanya kazi, utakuwa wewe unakuja na 3 million yako, unapeana mama mboga, unamwekelea heavy 8% per week. By the end of the week anashindwa, kesho analia, unachukua vitu vyake unauza. We are getting things illegally. That is now how our banks maybe rob us money. They are not there in the business. You give them your money to deposit, they start giving. Mostly they back not businesses, they back real estate. Okay. Why real estate? You can't run away with real estate. They already have the house they can sell now, and then you repay them back. Now they're enjoying. That's why you would hear a bank going losses. You hear a bank going 100% profit. Oh, say profit mepungua, lakini shida yao ni profit tu.
Nataka nikitoka hapo unipatie kwa loan ya 1,000,000, mimi ndakurejesha ikiwa 1,000,000. Na mnapeananga spam ya kurudisha. Sisi tuseme kwetu ukipatiwa loan unapatiwa mpaka time ya kurudisha. Na unajua sasa hiyo, tuseme if for example I'm planning to get a loan of 1 million, lazima nipeane kitu yenye inakaa 10 million. Hiyo jamaa shikilie kwanza. Kwa nini mnatumia strategy gani kupeana pesa?
It is a word of mouth, trust. But not everyone qualifies to be given.
Okay.
But now Who's going to pay if you default? Now the community becomes the insurers. Now your community, whole clan will pay back that money. So my friend, utajiebisha kila mahali. So our community is our currency. That's why sisi Waislamu na Somali hatuzaani watoto wana haramu. Lazima uzaliwe ujulikane boma yenu. Wana haramu hawana inheritance. You remember
wana haramu ni akina nani?
Wale ambao wanazaliwa out of wedlock.
Wedlock ni mamaanisha
Kabisa. Yani hata kama kuna kitu imekushika, even the community won't help you because you're not part of that. Ni kama mimi niende kwa bibi wa kando sijaoana naye, nimzalishie mtoto. Hiyo ni Muislamu hata inherit anything.
Ndo nimeona hiyo kesi juzi
kwa TV. You want to be that part of the community because amezaliwa out of wedlock. But the moment you get married, you are embraced to that community. The clan I come from, we Somalis, you have sub-clans. The clan now becomes the unity factor among us. If one of us dies, if one of us is defaulting and alone, the community comes up and we pull together. If it's manageable, we pay him out the debt. Tomorrow another person gets him, you must pay the community. So sometimes you have pulling resources together to bail out. We don't have the insurance. In Somali culture, we have the community as the insurance, because that's why God made us clans and tribes. Not to divide us, but to unite us during hard times.
Okay. Haya, tukimaliza the conversation. Yeah, I heard your colleague saying that you guys you don't save. Like for example, he was saying you can't save 20,000. For example, you're being paid 20,000 per month. You can't just save 20,000. To me, hiyo pesa ikuzoe. Tumia the more you keep it, the more inapota. Hivyo ndiye alisema. The more you keep the money, the more the money ina get lost. But the more unaitumia, the more zingine zinaku. Now you are a business expert. Umekuwa ukituadvise ukituambia every time you have to save, you have to save, you have to save. According to your colleague and you. Sasa gani tunafaa kufollow gani sisi kama wanabiashara wadogo?
Okay, to him his context was 20,000 if you are taking somewhere, what can you save? How to save sana, but that's the wrong concept. For you to get rich or to be wealthy, that 20,000, if you can put 5,000 away, you save it. The first investment you're going to do is not a business. You must invest in yourself. Causes, take causes, invest in your mindset, invest in the right books. We have library here at home. Even you can skip a lunch, and that money for lunch of the 300, 400, you can buy books along the Kimathi streets or in Nairobi, Jamia Mosque areas, anywhere in the CBD centers. There are those books that talk about businesses, influential people have written. Go and study them. Once your mind is full of ideas and everything, you know who has your money? Maybe a friend, a family, or someone. Then you have built your character. You must be honest, transparent, everything with the right ideas. I think the money you are missing at that time, not from the 20,000 you saved, your mind has grown. Now you're able to take either friends, you raise money from family and friends.
Sure.
You start a business. Chances of you succeeding will be high compared to someone who has not studied anything, who have not learned, who have not researched, who was not ready, and who is not well prepared. So the best preparation is you prepare your mind. You're thinking, what is it there? Every fool has money. You know how to get. If you're smart here, you can take money out of a pocket of someone else. And there's a saying always say, when two people meet, a smart person who is well educated and well enlightened in terms of capital, and a fool with money who wants to start a business, the smart one will end up with everything. Because a fool will say, what will I do? What can a million Kenya shilling do? What can a 500? My friend, 50,000 is a great start for someone to start a business. 20,000 you can start a business, but the question is, ask yourself how. Now notice I have this. Ask yourself, how can I do this? How gives you that empowerment? Then you'll come up with a solution. Even 1,000 shilling a day is a starting place for a business. Unaweza nunua hizi vitu va mali ndogo ndogo, una distribute mtaani, a day una make 500. That's a 2,000 product. You're in business already, tamaking around. Why wait for a work? I've had even graduates with 300,000 somewhere sitting, they want to buy a job. Fuck, how? Use your mind, think about it, wake up, and then it's a matter of, sometimes our schools are brainwashing us to be just idle. Not everyone will get a job. The market is squeezed. We are not creating factories, yes, but what do? You just have to survive and do. But when you're starting, an African way of starting a business is, he start to eat only. No, he's not thinking of long term, that how can I grow him tumba yangu ama nini ikue a giant footprint, or a giant tomorrow I want to sell shoes, or I want to be the biggest distributor of mitumba. Yake ni kusurvive daily.
Okay, haya. Ya mwisho kuna hii concept ya pia unapata a Kikuyu can have a pro box and a Somali also have the same pro box. But for a Somali, the pro box is for the pleasure. But for a Kikuyu, the pro box is for business. Anauza nyanya, mitumba, vitu zake hapo nyuma. Alafu kuna mwingine ya between the two sasa. wewe kama mtu wa biashara, unajua nyinyi mnasema mnaishi life ya hapo katikati, tuseme you're not well,
Somalis are most middle class, mostly middle class majority.
yes,
It sounds, yeah.
yes. Okay, in business your colleague alisema ya kwamba this way ya kutumia provox kama pleasure ndio inafaa, but wewe sasa kama mwanabiashara na you also a Somali, tuna follow gani, ya Mkikuyu ya Msomali?
Msomali kwa Probox. Atabeba mpaka yani he can do a lot of other things.
Atabeba hadi nyumba.
Yani kila kitu, because it's a way of transportation. It has that you'll do it with a business. He will carry his business and it's always he'll make it clean. Now he's a car owner. Even everyone can say I can give you my daughter. You know, that's a status for a Somali. But others si kwa ubaya. Some communities mtu anakaa ameparara, yani amesota na ako na nyumba ngapi? Nyumba 20-30. Mguu
Nairobi CBD.
Mguu imeingia jigas. I don't know, when he wants to die, he's going to go and use. No. If God gives you something, for Muslims, we believe, even if you have 1,000 shilling, 5,000 shilling, lazima unukie vizuri, uvae vizuri. Hiyo ni dini yetu inatuonyesha nini? Never show weakness. Just be, God has blessed you something. Hata kama ni kidogo, weva. Usiseme kesho. Kesho is taken care by who? By God. You just come up with actions. You know, unajua, we believe that, unaona hizi ndege ndogo ndogo, the small birds, every day they wake up. Do they have a reserve somewhere? Who pays who gives them food every day? Is a thought you have to think. God provides them. Hiyo inaamka asubuhi na njaa, jioni imerudi imeshiba. How is God's way of creation? You understand? Once you believe your God, utavaa saa mzuri, unanukia vizuri. Even if you don't have a jobs, even check the staki kusifu the community, but average of us, the normal people, wametembea na iPhone. Utaona iPhone ni kama kawaida, simu ya kawaida. I've seen my cousins and my other friends. Someone has an iPhone, haja kula breakfast. Anakuambia Mohamed, sijui nataka kwanza. Kuna wale hawako kwa biashara mode, unajua vijana wengi. Yeye haja kula breakfast, hafikiri sasa nataka 1 million, 10 million Kenya shilling nianze biashara. Kuna unajua the community, kuna wale hawajazaliwa hustling. Unajua kuna every community has wale kawaida. Sasa yeye ako na iPhone, anakaa na wewe breakfast umlipie, akigeuza hivi simu ya 200,000. Alafu anakuambia haja kula, sawa haja kula. Hana biashara. And then he's carrying 200,000 at his hand.
Yes.
He's not making content. What is it for the big phones? That's our weakness for our community.
Kuuza hiyo simu,
auze aanze. My friend, if you can start 2,000 shilling a business.
Yes.
Wewe uko natembea na 200,000, jacket umevaa ni nzuri, perfume inakunikia haishuki chini ya 4,000, 3,000, 5,000. An average Kenyan can't afford that, but a Somali will put, I don't know, it's from friends. And then we have a good sign. We have people. For Somalis, we help even the employed. Somali iko unemployed na akona simu mzuri because he's staying with his cousin. Atakaa kwa nyumba, atawekwa. Ile siku atapata kazi, atatoka nyumbani. That's how we help each other.
Okay.
We help one another.
Oh.
So someone else takes for granted now. You will overstay.
So tuseme,
That's how mtu alipi kodi, halipi.
Tukiwa Kenya, kwa mfano, we are in Kenya, na sisi wote na Somali, na tuseme na tujuane, wewe si ndugu yangu, lakini ni ile tu mimi ni Msomali, wewe ni Msomali. Naweza kuja kwako na niishi, hata kama tuna ule ndugu.
Okay, it depends. Somalis, we are more of tribal. We know each other. So wewe utakaa na mimi 3 days, but utatafuta your clansmate, someone close to you, to by blood. Wazee wanne mnajua. Sasa unaenda huko unamweleza, then if he knows your father, he will accept you. He'll put you in the house, utaogelea huku, utakula huku. Although dini yetu inaruhusu nini? I guess must stay in his house 3 days. More than that, unafaa kumtoa. Dini yetu inasema, mtu wetu amesema mtu anafaa kuwe guest 3 days. Lakini sometimes the culture of the community is different from the religion. We overhaba. Then when is he habad, kesho atakata nywele sana. So katika kuna ile 10-20% of the community, hii culture yetu ile ambayo inasema tumwache mtu nyumbani. Oh, your mom will tell you he's your uncle, you can't touch him. The uncle just stays home 10-20 years. Yeye kazi yake kukaa maskani. And then siko ubaya, family nyingi Somalis chew mira. Those idols, the community now is chewing mira. Hiyo pesa mira pia atakuulizia. Now not only a burden now. He comes, he's not looking for a job. So there's that 10% weakness of the community, but the majority, they are hard workers, they are doing businesses. Yes. But those who are successful are harboring others now. Okay. Because all the community, when they're coming to Nairobi, will say fulani ni tajiri, wataenda kwa. Na wewe as a community rich person or a wealthy, you can't chase away a community. You tell them, 3 days get out. Watakuwa na wewe nimba. Itabidi uweke nyumbani, waogelee wakisema our uncle or our uncle is a millionaire,
Aya,
anaenda kutongoza wasichana sababu his uncle is a millionaire.
tushaelewa sasa, we are run of time. Tunaambiwa kwamba hatuna muda hapa hivi, director wetu Adhmani anatuambia hivyo. But in our next episode tutakuja, you have talked about chewing miraa.
Yeah.
I know hiyo ni tunapata okay, tunaambiwa kwa sijui ni Kisomali ama ni Kimuslim, mtu hafai kutumia mihadarati, lakini sisi tunaona wakitumia. Hiyo ni mambo ambayo utakuja pia utufunze, utuambie mbona inafanyika hivyo. Sijui ni zina ya macho ama ndo zina tumbo ama
Ile tu kukula is like, you know, but nowadays they are reducing it, alhamdulillah. But
kitambo walikuwa wanafanya more than today.
now, yeah, because nowadays everyone is busy. Somalis are building themselves. So hiyo kitu watu wa awaken, because zamani ilikuwa hakuna kazi mingi,
Okay.
but now the people are turning to entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Sometimes you see entrepreneurs who are doing big business and they're still chewing.
Okay.
It's a culture of Somali. Miraa.
Shukran.
Mtu hakunywi pombe,
Yes.
hakunywi, lakini miraa,
Yeah.
we don't negotiate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shukran sana. You have come to the end of this podcast. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, Mohamed, for having such a wonderful conversation. Also our viewers, asanteni sana. Tunasema ya kwamba if you are located alongside Mombasa, if you are located maybe in Mombasa city and you have your child, maybe you are looking for a good, kumbuka September tunafungua shule, na you are looking for a good school yenye unataka kupeleka watoto wenu, tunasema ya kwamba we have your solution. And Imam Shafi Schools and Bahari, hiyo ndio shule tu pekee yake ambayo unaweza peleka mtoto wako asome vizuri, afurahie. Tuko na madawati ya kutosha, tuko na walimu wa kutosha, tuko na mazingira mazuri ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba wewe ukileta mtoto wako tu hapo anapata elimu ya kutosha. Pia tuko na vitu vingi ambavyo huwa tunafanya, kama for example we normally hold trips, utapata wanatembea kwenye matrip, wanajivinjari. Tuko na uwanja nzuri ya kuchezea mipira na vitu vingi ambavyo kwa kweli we as Imam Shafi tunafanya. Kwa hivyo tu the only thing you should do, bring your child to Imam Shafi Bahari Parents, alafu mambo yako yatakuwa sawa. Can you say something about Bahari Parents, Mr. Mohamed, kidogo kidogo? Najua pia ya the sponsors na lazima pia
our sponsors are Bahari Parents and Imam Shafi group of schools. Yes. Great schools. For currently they are our main sponsors of this program.
Sure.
So we thank them. We tell them if parents have schools that are pro-Muslims, and then they also have general schools, all they are going to be catered. Bahari are catering about the average Kenyans, the Imam Shafi for the Muslim community here in Mombasa. Yeah. So different brands, different markets, but all are best quality schools at affordable fees. I think all our parents can welcome to these schools, and it's a great place we can recommend to take their children. If you're watching from abroad, from where, just like these videos, and we thank them for their main sponsor for these shows.
Yes. Asante sana. Tunasema until next time. Bye.
This is Dhof Podcast, crafting stories, building brands.